We are joined tonight by Brianna, McCullough, and David Mills, and these people are here with us from the Kailee Mills Foundation. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Now, we are here to talk tonight because obviously we are drawing attention to the Click It or Ticket campaign, how important it is to buckle up, and that is something that your family knows intimately well. Talk about what today is the anniversary of.
So today is the 10-month anniversary of when my 16-year-old daughter, Kailee Mills, was killed in a car accident where she was the only passenger in the car not wearing her seatbelt. She was riding with some friends. It was Halloween weekend, and she left our house to go to a Halloween party, and she had unbuckled her seat when they got about 500 yards from my house. She unbuckled her seatbelt to slide over in the back seat to take a selfie with her friend. And just seconds later, the car went off the road, and she was ejected from the car, and she was killed instantly. And the other teenagers in the car all survived the car accident with very little injury. And so we know that she would still be here today if she was wearing her seatbelt.
And this is something that you hear about it being so close to home, and the story that we'll share with everyone tonight at 9 and 10 o'clock also shares that. What does that tell you?
Well, you know, she was only going a mile away, and so one of the big messages that we like to share with people is that it doesn't matter how far you're going. It doesn't matter if you're just going down the street. She was only 500 yards from our house, and she was only going a mile away. And she initially had her seatbelt on, and she just took it off for a brief moment. And so, you know, it only takes one time for it to be the wrong time to not have your seatbelt on. And so we are just, you know, urging people to always protect themselves when they get in the car by buckling up. It's the best thing you can do to protect yourself when you're in a car.
And you're Kailee's aunt, and I understand you're very instrumental in bringing other families together who have a similar loss.
Yeah, so we have a program that we call Kailee's Angels, and it's a way for us to connect with other families who are going through similar tragedy. And one thing that has helped the healing for our family is being able to honor Kailee and carry on her legacy in a positive way to help other people realize what's really at stake when you let your guard down by removing your seatbelt or thinking you're only going a block away. And so we've been able to reach out to families who have sadly gone through something similar and been able to bring them a part of our foundation and share their family's story with the world and remind people what's really at stake when you remove your seatbelt. And it's a way that they're able to carry on the legacy of their loved one that was lost. And it gives them a reason to push forward and a reason to talk about that loved one. And it's helped a lot of people, and it helps us. It helps everyone heal together. It's just a really powerful program.
And you know, we hear a lot about don't drink and drive. That's such a powerful message that so many people teach their kids growing up. And the Click It or Ticket campaign is one that many in Texas, that does ring a bell. But through your interactions with people, do they feel that there is enough promotion to wear your seatbelt, that there are enough resources? I mean, because I haven't heard of an organization quite like yours, in my experience at least.
Well, and that's why we started doing what we're doing, is because we felt that the message has kind of gotten lost a little bit with, you know, there's been a lot of focus on texting and driving, distracted driving, of course drinking and driving, but we feel that no matter what the cause of the crash is, you have to protect yourself. And that's the first line of defense, is your seatbelt. Just like I said, it's the best thing you can do when you get in a car to protect yourself. And so, you know, that seatbelt doesn't care whose fault it is. It could be your fault. It could be another person's fault. You could be just driving down the road, minding your own business, doing everything right, and somebody hits you, and you have to be prepared for that. And that's why we want to bring the seatbelts back to the forefront of the conversation. And it's a conversation that should never get old.
And I understand that you all provide certain scholarships, or if you could talk to me a little bit more about what exactly the resources are for families who may not know where to turn and what's out there.
So this year will be our first year that we're going to award a scholarship. This would have been Kaylee's senior year in high school, and so she would have been a graduating senior this year. So it holds a very special place in our heart to be able to provide a scholarship this year. So we will be providing a $20,000 scholarship to one student who has lost a parent or a sibling in a car accident. The goal of the scholarship is to remove the worry of how they're going to pay for college as they're putting the pieces of their life back together from losing a loved one. And so that's, they know firsthand how financially difficult it is on a family when you lose someone. And so that's part of the reason why we wanted to do this scholarship. In addition to the scholarship, another program that we offer is financial and counseling assistance to these families who have lost someone. Financially, it's something you're not prepared for, and so to have somebody there who understands that, and just a big part of the funds that come in, that's something that we want to be able to put back into the community, is helping these people put their lives back together, and counseling is a big part of that as well. And so that's a program that we offer.
And as you mentioned, this is a message that should never get old, but especially as we are heading into Labor Day weekend, it's even more top of mind, that need for safety. Any other message that you both want people to know? Anything you think that Kailee would want people to know?
Well, you know, Kailee was very good about wearing her seatbelt, you know, and like I said, I can't remember one time that we had to remind her to wear her seatbelt. She was always the one, you know, getting in the car and reminding other people, but she let her guard down that one time, and that's all it takes, is one time to let your guard down, and you can be in a situation that you have no control over. And she was a passenger, you know, in the back seat. A lot of people don't wear their seat belts in the back seat. So, you know, we just want to remind people that, you know, you always have to protect yourself.
Great. Well, thank you both so much. We really appreciate you joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.